The number one factor that helped me to generate hundreds of millions of views on YouTube, hundreds of millions of views for our clients, help our clients get billions of views on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on all the other platforms as well, in my opinion, comes down to this one framework, which I call the Proof Outlier Framework, which is a framework that helps you to generate viral ideas. And ideas and the things that you make your videos about matter way more than pretty much everything else combined. And that includes your titles, your thumbnails, your captions, your hooks, the post-production, the editing of your video, the proof that you have in your video, everything else, right? And all these things that I just mentioned are obviously extremely important, but none of them matter unless you have a strong idea. And I was talking recently to two people. One of them works with a multi-billion-dollar company. Like, that company is worth tens of billions of dollars, not just one or two, okay? And he's responsible for their social media, and they're getting like tens of millions of views on YouTube, and across the platforms, probably hundreds of millions of views a month. And I was talking to another person that helped one of the fastest growing brands, Perzon brands in the space. They have now more than 10 million followers, and I was talking to their creative director. And both of them had one thing that they were sharing that they had in common, that they said that makes them and everything else apart, right? That's the reason why they are so much ahead than all the competition. And that one thing that both of them had in common that I also found true from my personal experience, from getting hundreds of millions of views and working with clients for years and giving thousands of reviews to our clients on their content, is that the thing that you need to be obsessed about is the idea, right? The idea of your videos. And if there's only one thing you master, it's this. And the good news is for you that no one takes this seriously. And it took me years to develop this framework that I'm gonna share with you today. It's boring, but if you do it, you will get results, right? And to do it, you first want to make sure that you understand it first. So we'll go through it today. But again, this is super high leverage, and you really, believe me, you want to learn this, you want to take action on this, because this is going to help you to get you amazing results. And that thing is finding the right outliers. Outliers, probably some of you know, are videos that worked better on your competitors' accounts than their average videos. So if a video on your competitor's channel, YouTube channel, Instagram profile, LinkedIn profile, whatever, was getting 10,000 views, and now it got 100,000 views, one of their posts, then that post is 10 times outlier. So it's how many more times view a specific piece of content has than the average on a specific account, right, on a specific person. And you have outliers as well. If you go and analyze your previous 100 posts, if 1 to 3 of them did several times better than all the rest, then these are the outliers. Now, it took me a long time to develop this exact outlier framework, which I call the Proof framework, which I'm super proud of, that helps you to make ideas that are unreasonable to not go viral. And the way that you actually crack the content game is you start with ideas that make it unreasonable that the videos won't perform. Okay? Of course, again, all the other principles from the previous modules apply. You need to talk to your ideal avatar with your content. Otherwise, you will get views, but with the wrong people. But with this, for as long as you are talking to the right person, you can get as much views as possible. And again, imagine spending hours and hours on recording, on post-production, spending your time, money, energy, your life into your content, and your content not doing well because you get this wrong. This is how important and this is how powerful it is, which is you need to make sure that your idea is good, and then you need to start making the content. So now we are going to discuss the Proof Outlier Framework, which again, if you follow, is going to help you to absolutely crush it. And again, all the best people are doing this. So you might hear this and say, okay, cool, and move and don't do this. That's up to you. But I'm telling you, the best people that I've talked to, they all are doing this. They're obsessed about ideas. Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTuber in the world, he literally has full-time employees, and their whole job is to come up with ideas. That's how powerful it is, right? So today, we're going to talk about how to consistently pick winning ideas and topics on any platform without guessing. Now, what this is? The Proof framework is a repeatable system for generating high-performing content ideas across any platforms using outliers as evidence, extracting what made them win, then rebuilding them with better execution and tighter audience fit. You are not coming up with ideas, you are mining proof. This is how top creators operate. They don't start filming until the idea is strong and undeniable. They treat ideation as the job, not an afterthought. Now, the core problem, the proof framework solves. Most creators pick topics based on mood, inspiration, or what they feel like saying. Copy random trending posts with no understanding of why they worked, post consistently, and still plateau. The reason is simple. They are not using evidence. They are not producing content from opinion. They are posting content from opinion, not proof. And proof, the system that I develop, fixes that by making the idea selection measurable, repeatable, aligned with your brand and with your buyers, with your ideal avatar, and fast to execute daily. So here's the proof outlier framework. P stands for pull outliers, R stands for rank them, O stands for observe winning variables, O stands for out execute everyone, and F stands for fit to your audience. If you do this consistently, growth becomes math, not guesswork. Part number 1, the only definition that matters, outlier. An outlier is not a video with a lot of views. An outlier is content that massively overperformed the creator's own baseline. This matters because big accounts can get more views than with average ideas, and outliers prove that the idea packaging format broke through despite baseline cost constraints. Meaning, if a video got 100,000 views, it's not necessarily good. It is good if it is on a channel that has 10,000 followers or subscribers, and their videos were getting, let's say, on average 5,000 views. And if one of their new videos got 100,000 views, then yes, it is an outlier. But if someone has 1 million followers or subscribers and they are getting 5 million views per video, and one of their videos got 100,000 views, it's not an outlier, it's the exact opposite. So I want you to understand this, because most people think that if something got a lot of views, that it's a good idea, good thing to model, when it's not true. We want to model outliers, things that already worked, so we can take inspiration. Because most of the time people's content doesn't do well, because they make it about topics that people don't want to watch about. It's boring, everyone else made a video about that, and it's not interesting. And the way to solve it is by having the proof framework to make sure that you only make videos based on outliers, based on videos that already work, so people are already proven to watch it. So there's proof of concept. And if you do that, you take proven ideas, and then you start making good packaging, good title, good thumbnail, good hook, good bullet points, good storyline. You insert proof in the videos, you make call to actions, and everything else, right? But this is where it starts. And you need to understand what the outlier is to be able to perform, okay? The outlier multiple required. Outlier multiple, OM, is views divided by the median views of the last 10 posts. Now, again, some people measure this differently. Some people will do this with 5, some people with 3. I try to use with 10 because it's a bit bigger, like there's a bigger data pool that you are using then. So think about it this way. If your last 10 videos, if you add the last 10 posts or videos that you made and you got X amount of views, you add them all together, divided by 10, that's the median, right? And outlier will be how many more times views it got than the median. Use median, not average, because averages get destroyed by spikes. Minimum real thresholds, short form, real short TikToks need to have at least 5x outlier score, and long form videos should have at least 3. Now, I would recommend you to go even crazier. If you can go over 10, then you'll be able to beat everyone else that has a lower standard as well. But this should be not the recommendation, this should be the bare minimum standard, okay? So if someone's median views is 5,000, then you need to get at least 5 times that, which is 25,000. Hope this is making sense. Anything below this is usually noise, and you shouldn't make videos about that. Now, a lot of these trainings are available for free with all of the templates, AI tools, private feedback for you to be able to implement in your business. And guess what? It's absolutely free. So if you're interested, the link will be down below in the description and you can apply to join there.